now that we've added this really slick parallax scroll, this section looks a little bit dead. So let's add a little bit of life to that one by adding some kind of an animation that makes it fade in or just bring a little bit of a life to that section. So I'm going to go back into my canvas here. I'm going to click on the heading and I'm going to go onto effects. Now, I want this to appear when it's in frame. So we use what's called a scroll animation. And when the layer is in view, so when this heading here is in view, so if I come to the preview, when it comes into view here, when it hits the middle of the screen, I want it to start appearing in. Okay, so we can do that in Framer by doing this here. So layer is in view, and when it hits the middle of the screen, it's going to start the animation. I do not want it to replay. I just want it to happen the very first time. So I'm going to hit no. I want it to fade in. And let me just have a quick look at the effects here. So we're using a spring. That's all fine. Again, we're going to go into a little bit more detail on this later on. But for now, that looks absolutely fine. All right. Now I also want to add some effects to the opposite ones. So let me have a look at scroll animations. Again, we'll layer in view. I want it to fade in. That's fine. When it comes to the transition, we can use what's called ease or spring. Now spring, as you can see here, it kind of jumps into frame. If I go to ease, it slides into frame. I prefer this slide because we're using a parallax scroll up a little bit higher in the same web page. So I'm going to stick a little delay on this, and what that means is when the frame is into view, it's going to wait a certain amount of time before running the animation. And if I put a different delay on each of the, let's say the heading, the paragraph, and these little cards, they're going to come in kind of sequentially. I think it's going to look cool. So I'm going to put a 0.2 delay on the paragraph and see how that looks for us. I'm also going to put a delay on these little cards. So if you look over here, I should be able to just highlight each of them. Add the effect here, scroll animation, layers in view. Yes, I don't want it to replay. Come in here, change it from spring to ease. I'm going to put a delay on this of 0.4 and just see what happens. So let's have a look. We've got a scroll, and we've got stuff appearing like that. And didn't that just bring the website to life? Obviously we've got one here that's replaying, that's this one here, so I need to go in and adjust that. Unless that's something that you like, in which case you can leave it. But this is just a really nice way to bring your website to life. So what I'd like you to do is add the animations to this section right here, and then also have a mess around with some of the other sections and adding delays and having a look at the different types of animations that we can add, because it's a really cool way to bring a website to life. You can have things coming in from one side or another side, from above to below, fading in, scaling up, scaling down. And it's just a fantastic way to help your kind of basic website just leap off the page. So give that a go.